Chosen one, your fighting days are officially over. The universe wants you to drop your weapons. Take a deep breath and just sit back, relax, and watch the show. Because you have finally arrived at your destination, and that means the people who try to block you, slander you, or count you out, well, their karma has just walked through the door. You don't need to seek revenge. You don't need to explain yourself. The divine blueprint is executing perfectly right now. So let's look at the card and see exactly how the tables are turning in your favor, along with the intuitive message. Hi, chosen ones. Welcome to the Invisible Eye Tarot, and I have a timeless message for you today. I hope you've been having a good week so far. And I've been getting a message. I was scanning through the energies, and I've been getting a lot of downloads for you. Maybe it's too specific, but I wrote it down. I'm gonna talk about it before I pull energies and cards to see what the message is for you this week. So with in the nicest way possible, I'm going to tell you to take a seat. Take a seat, as in, the table is being set in front of your enemies. God is about to elevate you in front of them. So take that seat at that table where God will elevate you in front of your enemies. Take that seat as well in terms of, like, grab yourself some popcorn. Grab yourself some popcorn, because karma has arrived, and it's time for you to sit back and relax and watch the show. It is totally out of your hands now this week. The shift, I mean, we've been talking about it last week, but like it's timeless reading. It's whatever comes today. But I would say, still in the spirit of you have surrendered, it's solely out of your hands this week. Yes, you have surrendered. And as a matter of fact, you are in that Ace of Cups energy, going through this glow up, rebirth, new self concept, because you've been taking care of yourself, you've been pouring into yourself, and now it's like people want to pour into you. You're gonna feel that shift in terms of like feeling the love, feeling an outpouring of love where people smile at you, want to befriend you, want to, like, you will feel this attraction, like people feeling attracted to you. Relationship that has fallen apart are coming back around, and you haven't done anything. It's just coming back around. Your heart has softened, their heart has softened too. They're happy to be around you. They're happy to have you around. It's as if they got back their senses, and they missed you, or they're that break or that time that they were away from you, which is all part of the spiritual test, spiritual warfare. It's all part of it, you guys. Sometimes when you're near a breakthrough, some relationships will fall apart. Some huge betrayals will happen from the people closest to you, just because it's part of the test. Some people can come, some people cannot come. All of it is meant to break you. That is one of the hardest things to go through, when the people that you are closest to, you have a fight with them, or it feels like, I don't know, you're being disowned, or it's just falling apart, or there's a huge betrayal, and it's unexpected too. The way that it happens, there's a pattern, you guys. It's going to be, you'll totally be blindsided by something like that. You won't expect it. But like some of those relationships, for some of you, it's coming back around, and you might even be surprised. You're being invited. Being invited. They want to be around you. But that's part of your new self concept and your grow up. It's because you're growing up. And also, you never know how things will come to you in life. It's all by design, by the Almighty God, the universe. And I want to talk about take a seat, but stay humble. The other energy that I see here for you is the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, where, the wheel is turning in your favor. If you were already up, stay humble. If you were down, you're going to go up. Okay? Stay humble in the sense, not in the sense that you were arrogant, or that you think it's okay to be this way. I'm not saying that in that way at all. I'm just saying it like, as a perspective to have while the wheel is turning in your favor, because you will be humble. Take a seat as in, even though things are turning in your favor, take a seat as in you're the student. You are still pretty much a student. Take a seat as in you will see how God is coming through. You will be humbled by how God will move things for you, how God will take care of the enemies, how you're going to watch that show where you see the karma has arrived, you have arrived. Um, you never know how things come, you never know how things will unfold. You, even though you're very smart and you have all the discernment in the world, you're a light worker, you're so intuitive, you're highly spiritually ranked. Stay humble, because the things that you can do by your own strength, like you will see that, like everything that you've gone through, all of the struggles, all of the battles, um the times where you were like, you can't take it anymore, why am I going through all of this? Well, the time has arrived that you for you to take that seat and be humble and see how God is moving, or is about to move for you, and how he has been preparing you this whole time. Which brings me to this energy that I wrote down for you, the strength energy, major arcana. Your strength, you're stronger than ever, your resilience, your endurance. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Some of you will notice how you're not being triggered anymore, how some attacks, they're not landing. You see it. You see the weapon, forged against you and flying towards you, but it's like they won't prosper because you're the one prospering. Like, not only the attacks, like they'll miss, it's not even going to land on you. Things that used to rattle you before, things that used to trigger you as F before, things that, would the enemy could easily get a reaction out of you by provoking you and making you look bad. Even though you were speaking the truth, even though you were, trying to fight them with, like, getting even more defensive and even more, getting into that place where you're just trying to stand your ground and speak your truth, the peace, and go against what is so unfair. And some of you, you're dealing with gangs, with, like, you're outnumbered, you're alone, you're the crazy, you're outnumbered, and it's like you're going up against a lot of people. But that's the scope of your anointing. The bigger the battle is, the bigger the forces used against you are deployed. It speaks also of the the size of your anointing, the size of your breakthrough, the size, like, you are a threat. It speaks of how much you are a threat to the dark forces and the enemy. It speaks to that. But some of you, be proud of yourself, because you'll see how strong you are, how unbothered you are, how you actually chuckle right now when you see what the enemy is doing. Like, they're still at it while I'm talking to you right now. You're still pretty much going through all of this, even though there are nice things happening right now. But they are scrambling, and you are stronger. You should be proud of yourself. This is growth. The way that you don't feel it anymore, the way that they don't have access to you anymore, you've come a long way for some of you, okay? This is one of the energies that I want to talk about. Also, you hold the truth. I want to talk about, you never know how things will come to you, how they will unfold, because at the end, God is the one. God brought you to this point of break. Um, so you remember that, to trust in him and to surrender, and to know that, like, he's the one that can do certain things that you could never be able to do. It's part of the lesson, it's part of your growth, it's part of your testimony as well. And but you hold the truth, even though you were, it brings me to the Ace of Swords energy. You hold the truth, because even though back in the day you used to speak that truth, you used to be rattled up, and it was backfiring on you because you look crazy. The enemies, um, they were getting away with things, with a lot of things, even though they were using slander, attacking you, manipulating, twisting, like doing, you know what they do, going through all of that, and yet they will still get away with it. They will still progress. They will still win, even though you were speaking that truth. No one would believe you, or no one wanted to hear from you. No one was interested in you. But even though your opinion is unpopular, it is safe for you to kind of speak that truth, even if you got a lot of ish in the past for it, because at the end of the day, the truth will set you free. I know it's cliche, but it's true. And at the end of the day, this is how everything crumbles. It's the sword of the truth that makes everything collapse. This is how you slay the enemy at the end of the day. It's with the sword of the truth. At the end, the truth will prevail at the end, in the end. So it's kind of safe for you to speak the truth, because it's gonna hit different today. It's gonna hit the way that it should have hit the whole time. People will notice like your side of the story. People will see how what you're saying is making sense. They're gonna see like things that you are putting light onto with the truth that you're speaking. People will start agreeing with you, and like people will start waking up, like the spell, the witchcraft, the black magic, whatever, what was going on through that warfare is being broken right now. And something else that you will feel, I know the intuitive I got a huge download today, but I'm finishing this. I'm gonna get the energies out very soon. Something else that I've picked up with all of this is the Python spirit, which is some of you will feel squeeze, heaviness, anxiety, even having nightmares, or have a bad taste in your mouth when you get up, feeling discouraged. Like you see, it's as if like, oh, I've taken a two-step forwards, and the next day it feels like you're plunging back into the darkness, or you have a hard time to catch your breath or keep your head above the water. It's just because the dark forces are battling you. It's intensifying, sorry. It's becoming more intense. Um, and what is going on right now, your enemies are scrambling because the writings are on the wall. They see your glow up. They see that you're winning. They see that they're not lending. It's not lending. And as a matter of fact, they see you prospering. Some of you, you're not even noticing it yet, but like, best believe that the people around you, they see the shift. They see it, because you're the one going through it. Maybe it's not easy to see it or pick up on the little shifts here and there, the progress here and there. But some of you, if you feel this sort of heavy resistance while you are in prayer, while you are healing, doing meditation, doing things to ground yourself, and take care of yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, but then you feel that heaviness, or you feel a sudden sadness, or you literally feel like physically you cannot even breathe. This is the Python spirit. Like, this is like squeezing you in the spirit. In the spiritual realm, you're being choked, so you cannot pray as hard. So to be discouraged, it's just they don't want you to get to that breakthrough, and you're basically there, or it already has happened. So keep praying, keep fighting. You are headed in the right direction. As a matter of fact, you have arrived. Take a seat and enjoy the show right now. So I'm gonna put out I'm gonna pull some cards right now and get some energies out and see what's going on with you with the tarot. And this, I have one card that came out. I'm gonna take it. It's the peculiar mirror. People react strangely to you because your light forces their shadow to step forward. Next, we have the counterattack. You don't need to fight back manually. The universe is sending a spiritual backlash to your enemies. The scapegoat, they blame you because they couldn't face their own shadows. You are holding their trash. Drop it. Next energy that I have is the siphoning. Someone is trying to harvest your energy because they like their own. Cut the cord immediately. Okay? There's someone around you. It means that this is someone around you, a friend, a connection, an acquaintance, or someone that came into your energy trying to talk to you, and they're like trying to either destiny swap, harvest and siphon. They love your energy, they love your light. You have a letter vampire around you, and try to notice who this person is draining you. Will you feel drained once you're done talking to them, or even it's just the sight of them? Just um, turning your attention your gaze towards them, like you feel drained, you feel bad, like cut that immediately. Just stop giving your attention to that person. The bait, they are provoking you to get an ugly reaction so they can play the victim. Do not react. And some of you, with what I said, I know you're not reacting anymore. I told you about the strength card energy, the strength energy in the tarot. Like, you are very resilient and strong now. You've come a long way. Be proud. But this is still happening. They're scrambling. They're doing all of the things they used to get away with, but it's not working anymore. They're not understanding. So they're going harder. The monitoring spirit. Okay, so stop sharing your plans. There are eyes watching your progression to sabotage it. So be careful. Some of you don't necessarily talk about your business, your plans, your project, your passion projects, but just be mindful that there are eyes on you right now. So be mindful of that. Be careful. People are looking at what you're carrying in your hands to your car, or what you live in your house with. They might be even trying to listen to your conversation if your window is open. And I'm not telling you to be paranoid. It's nothing like that. I'm speaking to chosen ones, so you know what the spiritual warfare looks like, and how the battle can be ugly. Just be careful who you speak to, who you share your plans with. Don't speak about your project, and be careful because there are eyes on you. Next, I have the unseen shield. Your ancestors and guides have stepped in front of you. The blow will miss. See? They're sending attacks towards you guys. It's not landing. They're taking shots at you. They're missing. You have divine beings and ancestors shielding you right now. Wow. Okay. Last but not least, I have the X breaker. The hex breaker. So we have your bloodline holds the power to break generational and spoken curses. Speak your freedom. Some of you have been doing this before, speaking your truth, all of that, and it looked ugly before. People were mocking you, making fun of you. Nobody was hearing you. Like I told you before with the Ace of Swords energy that I was picking up, it's safe for you to speak your truth again. It's safe for you to speak your freedom again. You have the victory with the Ace of Swords. You have this new beginning with the truth. You are slaying with that sword of the truth as well. You will have victory and success, focus, clarity of purpose, all of that breakthrough. Okay, because you carry that Ace of Swords energy. So, chosen ones, let me clarify the energies with the tarot. I have Novice of Raindrops play. It's interesting because your mere presence makes people uncomfortable because your light is putting a spotlight on their shadows. Okay, but you are totally playful. You're like a kid right now. And I think your innocence and your purity, if you will, right now, while being in that energy, is one thing that puts the spotlight on people's shadows around you. You're not even trying. You're just having fun, being playful, being kind, that type of energy. The counterattack. We have Ace of Gems, opportunity, prosperity. See? The counterattack. You don't need to fight back manually. The universe is sending a spiritual backlash to your enemies. You know how I was telling you that, like, The weapons they are forged and they are sending the arrows, but they're not prospering. As a matter of fact, you are the one prospering. Ace of Swords. And it's not even lending. The universe is fighting for you right now. I told you to take a seat and to grab your popcorn because karma has arrived. It's time for you to sit back, relax, and watch the show. The universe is sending a spiritual backlash to your enemies right now. The scapegoat. Let's clarify this with the tarot. We have the Six of Raindrops. Memories. Drop their trash. You're holding their trash. Drop it. There's maybe someone in your past that made you feel like some sort of scapegoat, blamed you. They were projecting onto you with the six of cups, six memories. You might be dealing with somebody from the past. There might be something that you're struggling with, something that happened in the past, and then you need to understand that this was only projection. Let's clarify siphoning. Let me hear the Lovers and then the Novice of Lightning. I'm going to grab them both. Here you are, Gemini. Someone is siphoning. Sorry. Chosen ones. Because I do readings for Geminis. I'm so sorry. This is the Gemini's energy, the Lovers. But like, this is someone. It doesn't matter if you're not a Gemini. The energy here is choices between two great loves. And it's also the energy of following your own value system. Choosing from love rather than choosing from fear. This is what the energy is about here. Okay, so someone here is very comfortable with themselves, with their energy. They're authentic. They're following their own belief systems. This is what I see here. And with the Novice of Lightning exploration, this is the Page of Wands. So you're very optimistic, very excited, very enthusiastic, and it feels like you're going on an adventure right now. But there is someone in your energy, they see that energy that you're carrying, which is those that I pulled, and they're trying to harvest that. So be careful. Be careful with what you're working on right now, where you're going right now. You have a strong sense of self. You're not quite the follower. You're not doing, because the Lovers is here, you're probably not doing what like the status quo is doing, or like what everybody thinks is the right thing to do, the tried and true way of doing things. Like, you believe in your own system and beliefs, and you love to be aligned with your own core. There's a vampire around you trying to get that essence from you. With the bait, I have the Hermit that came out. And I also have Oracle of Clouds that came with it too. So this is the Queen of Swords and the Hermit. You're very, very independent. You might be lone wolfing it right now. There are people trying to bait you. They are trying to provoke you. But like, you see it from miles away because you're perceptive. You're the Queen of Swords. So this is something that you see from miles away. As a matter of fact, you're probably like 10,000 steps ahead of them. And you recognize the patterns. You recognize like all the things that they used to do to provoke you. All the things that they used to get away with. Like, they're going back to it because they don't want you to win. But you can see it. And I think you're keeping to yourself. As like I said, some of you might be alone, facing a lot of people, doing with like gang stalkers, dealing with a group. Okay, but you have us here. You're not outnumbered like they think you are. Be careful. And I know that you're not reacting to whatever debates. Debates are here, but you're not gonna fall into the bait or take the bait. With Monitoring Spirit, I have 10 of Raindrops, fulfillment. Yes, you guys, some of you're living your best life right now. You have happiness, bliss, domestic harmony. You know how I spoke about that Ace of Cups energy. Some relationships are repaired, renewed, better than ever. It was under construction. There's an outpouring of love. You feel very fulfilled with your relationship. Some of you, you're moving into your ideal lifestyle as well. But be careful because the enemy sees it. The writings are on the wall. They see your glow up. They see how happy you are, how wholesome you feel. Be careful because see, there are eyes watching your progression to sabotage it. You're in that 10 of Cups energy. Things are going pretty well for you here. Unseen shield. Let's get the energy out. We have Judgment, the reckoning. That's right. Your ancestors are like standing in front of you. Your spirit guides there in front of you in the spirit. So they take their shots. They're missing. Like they're not landing. There, it's the time of reckoning. That's why I told you to take that seat. It's the time of reckoning. But you're humble. You're going to see how God, divine beings are taking care of your enemies for you, right? And with the hex breaker, you hold the power to break generational and spoken curses. Speak your freedom. We have the Hierophant. With this deck, it says unlearn. It's more like, the Hierophant reverse in traditional tarot. Unlearn is like the reverse energy of it. But I think it's because you're unconventional, you go against the grain, or you are capable to make your own truth out of everything that is going on. You know how I was telling you about like you hold the truth and to not get in agreement or succumb to the peer pressure just because you're the one with the unpopular opinion, or before when you used to speak your truth, like you were made out to look crazy. Well, here it's like you're gonna become some sort of a teacher because you have the discernment to see through the bull and what's not actually true or right and what is biased as well with the current conventions. This is why you're the hex breaker. This is why you are the one unlearning what the status quo says is right. This is why you're going to be a teacher as well and a healer too, right? Speak your freedom. You've come a long way, you guys. We have, see, the reckoning and unlearn. We have, you will be prospering. You're the one that will be prospering at the end of this. I hope this message resonates with you, chosen ones. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, but thank you for watching if you made it this far.